Imagine being at your Harvard Business School reunion. You look around at some of the brightest minds of your generation. You expect stories of incredible success, and you hear them. But you also hear stories of private misery, bitter divorces, children who won't speak to them, and even prison time. One of your own classmates was Jeffrey Skilling, the disgraced CEO of Enron. This is the stark reality that legendary professor Clayton Christensen faced, and it led him to ask a powerful question. How can we use proven business principles to build lives of happiness and integrity, not just successful careers? This is the core of his book, How Will You Measure Your Life? It's not about abstract philosophy. It's a practical guide that applies powerful theories from business to the challenges of personal life. There are three main takeaways. First, how to ensure you find meaning in your career. Second, how to cultivate thriving relationships with your family and loved ones. And third, how to live a life of unwavering integrity. Let's dive into the first point, finding genuine happiness at work. Christensen points out a common trap. We think a high salary and a fancy title will make us happy. But he argues these are just hygiene factors. Their absence makes you miserable, but their presence doesn't create deep, lasting satisfaction. The real drivers of fulfillment are what he calls motivators: challenging work, personal growth, responsibility, and the feeling that you are making a meaningful contribution. So instead of just chasing the next promotion, ask yourself, does my job offer me the chance to learn and grow? Am I being given real responsibility? The key is to actively choose a path based on these motivators, not just the hygiene factors. Second, let's talk about your relationships. Why do so many successful people have troubled family lives? Christensen says it's a simple case of resource allocation. Your career provides immediate, tangible rewards, a bonus, a promotion, a successful project. Investing time in your spouse or raising children has a much longer, less predictable payoff. So we chronically underinvest in our families. We tell ourselves, we'll make up for it later, but by then it's often too late. The insight here is to be deliberate. You must consciously allocate your most precious resource, your time, to the people who matter most, long before you see the returns. Don't just assume your relationships will take care of themselves. Finally, the third point is about living with integrity, or as Christensen puts it, staying out of jail. He warns against the marginal cost mistake. This is the little voice that says, I know this isn't right, but it's just this once, and the benefit is huge. The problem is, when you cross a line once, it's easier to do it again. The marginal cost of the next small transgression seems low, but you're on a slippery slope. His surprising advice? It's easier to hold to your principles 100% of the time than it is 98% of the time. By making a clear, upfront decision on what you stand for, you avoid having to make thousands of compromising decisions down the road. To wrap up, How Will You Measure Your Life urges you to be the CEO of your own life. Don't just let it happen. First, build a career around what truly motivates you, not just what pays the bills. Second, intentionally invest your time and energy in your relationships because the dividends are immeasurable. And third, commit to 100% integrity to avoid the just this once trap. The ultimate takeaway is the question itself. How will you measure your life? Christensen's answer is clear. It's not by the dollars you accumulate, but by the individuals you help and the person you become along the way. For related reading, consider Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning for a deeper look at purpose, and Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People for a framework on personal principles. Find more great summaries and reading guides at booksplat.com. Level up yourself today, 3 minutes at a time.